The blockbusters are coming. The blockbusters are coming, except they're not. 2024 is looking to be an absolute graveyard when it comes to entertainment. The theaters, they may need more Taylor Swifts to show up because there are not going to be many movies at all. We are talking about an absolute dearth. We are talking about CGI family films, and that's it. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, it did not do well, but Mission Impossible 8 might do even worse because it's been tossed all the way to 2025. It's not alone. Many other movies are making their way to later years and later times, and this could be a really, really awful way as we watch movies line up to say sayonara to 2024. Hello folks, welcome back to the WDW Pro channel, a channel of excellence. Not because of yours truly, but because of you. We endeavor to explain entertainment, keep you ahead of the culture curve. And today, part of doing that is recognizing the, shall we say, massive exodus of movies from 2024 to 2025. It's only going to get worse the longer this strike, led by Fran Drescher, the nanny of all people, the longer that it goes on. We are looking at a 2024 that could be just family fare, and that's it. Action movies gone. Deadpool 3 moved away. Marvel films non-existent, and more. Worse, after the pandemic and the near knockout that theaters faced, this could be just the 1-2 punch that they need to drop down on the mat and maybe not recover. What a sad thing that would be. Let's talk about all of it and the implications right now with a wonderful panel that I think you'll greatly enjoy. It looks as if we are losing quite a number of blockbusters out there. The entertainment world seems to be jumping ship when it comes to 2024 due to the strike, so let's pay attention closely to this and talk about how we saw this coming. Out of Variety, Rebecca Rubin is the author here. Mission Impossible 8 delayed to summer 2025. A Quiet Place prequel moves to summer 2024. Here's what it says. Tom Cruise's latest mission won't be hitting theaters until 2025. Paramount Pictures has delayed the next Mission Impossible by nearly an entire year, from its original date of June 28th to its new spot on May 23rd, 2025. Like other films of its size and scale, the 8th Mission movie was forced to halt production amid the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strike and will not be completed in time to open next summer. It is a fate that faces many big-budget tentpoles if the Actors Union and studios don't resolve their contract negotiations in the coming weeks. As part of the move, A Quiet Place Day 1, a prequel to 2018's post-apocalyptic hit, will land on June 28th instead of its previously scheduled date of March 8th, 2024. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, that means May or spring of 2024 will be quite vacant. Meanwhile, an untitled animated SpongeBob SquarePants adventure has been postponed from May 23rd to December 19th, 2025. So, the cascade begins. We watched as Deadpool 3 was removed from the roster for 2024 summer films. This continues on with many other movies now joining this. So I want to hand it over to the panel and ask you guys, what is going to be left other than CGI, other than kids' animated films for 2024?
Well, my first comment needs to be that without blockbusters, I have to say, wow, what a difference.
True that.
I got that.
Thank you, Tom. I knew you would get that.
There's also AI.
Whew, that's a good point. That's scary. Do blockbusters even matter at this point? Does the schedule even matter at this point?
Define a blockbuster at this point.
Well, we would have assumed that Mission Impossible 7 would have been with the take that Top Gun Maverick had, and if we view the franchise as Tom Cruise movies, like the old style of, okay, we've got another Mel Gibson movie, we've got another, I don't know, name a big actor movie. Mission Impossible 7 came out at a time when it got defeated by, of all things, Barbie, right? That was the one that came out a week later.
Yeah.
Do they just need runway more than it matters when they come out at this point? Because my question is, we're all starved for content.
Are we really, though? I think that's what's the most dangerous thing is we may not be starved for content. They may, you would think that they would be happy that they'll have zero competition. So at least if they're going to come out poorly, there won't be any other poor stuff to block them. But the reality, I think, is that people have so much to watch on YouTube and on streaming services that people may not care either way.
I think maybe I'm not saying this well. We have this December season, we have the summer season, and it doesn't seem to matter as much when a movie comes out, with maybe two exceptions. And I would say early January and in August. Other than that, it just seems like people will show up at the time that the good movie comes out.
Yes, I'll agree with you on that. We've seen that in the past. I still think that there are some seasons that are big. I think that Thanksgiving week probably gives people an opportunity to go see the movies in a way that's not usual. I think that Memorial Day weekend is sort of ingrained, and perhaps Independence Day. But in terms of there being a time when people will not go to the movies, there's not many times, I think, any longer that people just won't go. Tom, what have you heard in regards to what is remaining? What can actually get pushed out the door?
Well, that's the thing. Everything's been delayed now because of all the strike stuff. Yeah.
You sound a bit cavernous, Tom.
Oh, I hit the wrong button there.
It's all good. It's all good, Tom.
Yeah, no, like everything that's been pushed back has already been pushed because of the strikes. So, I mean, I'm not surprised Mission Impossible is being pushed. What surprises me more is that there's going to be a bunch of changes, considering this was meant to be a two-parter. They're changing the title, and I wonder what else they're changing then.
Well, Tom, do you think that anybody will still care? I mean, this is a franchise that it performed very poorly for Mission Impossible 7.
That's the thing.
I think 8 needed to come out this coming summer.
Maybe not. I think having fans have to wait a couple years is not always a bad thing. Because I feel like that's kind of what didn't help with the Marvel situation, is you had them at their peak and they oversaturated themselves a bit there. Because that was the problem before the movies got bad, was just like this whole idea of, oh my God, I'm getting like overload, you know? But no, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it really matters.
Can I ask a question? So if
With great trepidation, yes.
Yeah, no, that's a serious question. If was there a time, I should say, not if, was there a time where there was like a summer that was really good for like only one movie and junk for everything else? Or was it always like pretty consistent, right? So does the success of each movie depend on the success of the movie that preceded it for that summer?
Yes and no. I see what you're asking here. Normally something like Barbie being popular would help Mission Impossible. In fact, it helped Oppenheimer. I feel like Mission Impossible came in just before Barbie kind of got people's interest to go back to the theaters. I think part of the problem with Mission Impossible, and this kind of goes to maybe it's just because we've had 7, almost 8 of these movies now in the past X amount of years now. So, and most of the sequels are closer to now than they were when the original one came out. So, like, there was that huge gap between 2 and 3, and then I think between I can't remember if it was 3 and 4 or 4 and 5, but yeah, there was like a gap in there, and then they've been boom, boom, boom. But I think there was just this fatigue of people haven't had enough, and because at the time I said Barbie is going to undo everything we had done as the audience to send a message to Hollywood that we'd had enough. Right? We sacrificed Mission Impossible on the altar of woke, in my opinion. And I think it was all for naught after Barbie.
Tom, what do you think happens with Marvel, considering Deadpool 3 is unlikely now to make it out for the summer of next year? Probably will have to be pushed to at least the holidays, and that may mean that The Marvels will be the last Marvel movie for a full year. They could be on a very sour note for a very long time.
Well, it's my understanding they have, I believe, Captain America 4 and the Thunderbolts done.
Well, Captain America 4, from what I read, They're hoping, but it's sort of a Hail Mary that they can get it out for the summer. I'm not sure why it's a Hail Mary, but if they move the Marvels, or excuse me, if they move Deadpool 3 to the holidays, if they move Deadpool 3 to holidays 2024, I would think that Thunderbolts would also have to be pushed back. And all of this is sort of cascading Marvel so that the Phase 5 dive keeps on going. They want to get out of this.
Doesn't that kind of do them a favor, though, to give them more time to try to fix this? Because they've got the writers and they don't have the actors right now.
Can they fix Thunderbolts, and can they fix, listen, they've already got Deadpool 3 probably written out and they understand what they're going to do with it. But Captain America 4 and Thunderbolts, I'm not sure those are salvageable. Jonas, do you think they can save those?
Well, I was saying this on Midnight's Edge the other day. I don't see Thunderbolts doing well unless they've really got to bring the humor on that. They've really got to make that team charming, because right now that's a team that doesn't have anybody that kids are interested in. Little boys don't dream of growing up to be the grizzled Winter Soldier or the fat and sloppy Red Guardian. Is that the Russian Captain America?
Yeah.
The best they've got right now is maybe they've got Red Hulk somewhere in the back, and the White Black Widow. I don't think there's any. Oh, and Ghost. Let's not forget Ghost, the woman who was angry at the heroes for the entirety of Ant-Man 2.
And
I'm not even sure that the Ghost down below us will go see Ghost. I don't know who that is. Ghost of Star Wars. Do you know who this Ghost is he speaks of?
Yeah, it's a dude in Marvel Comics.
That is true.
Right.
The original Ghost was a dude in Marvel Comics, and it sounded like it was a more interesting storyline as well.
Yep.
Interesting. All right. Any other thoughts on the fact that 2024 is basically going to be a family CGI fiesta the whole way through?
Where's John Lasseter when you need him?
Well, I think he's working now on an exclusive contract through his studio with Netflix. All right, folks, we are so happy you stopped by and spent time with us. Means a lot. And we appreciate it each time you cross that welcome mat that is clicking on a video here on the WDW Pro channel. If you like content like this, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, and when you click it, you stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. We covet your comments. We care about what you think. And folks, don't forget that the Pro Show is every Thursday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We had a great Halloween show. If you've not seen it yet, make sure you check it out before it goes into the archives. Those shows last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, they go into the members-only section. You can also become a member by clicking the Join button if you so wish. Wherever you are, folks, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.